Hello there, my name is Red Joy, and I'm reporting to you from Good Springs. This is Fallout New Vegas, and this is the Bad Man Run. Well, you can't expect a man to get shot in the head and for everything to be turned out okay. That's not the way it works. So what will end up happening is we're going to end up helping out the powder gangers a little bit more. But before we do all of that, we want to make sure we get a weapon that's truly worthy of, well, a bad man. We'll do a little scavenging in town before going north. That's right, north, to get one of the most fun blades of the game. So, naturally, we gotta take out our grenade launcher and pray that the critters that are gonna come for us don't come too quickly. Oh, unless we provoke them. Because that's the thing that happens. Make sure we don't die here. Oh, here it comes. Fast as a freaking car. This will get a little bit of XP until we, I want to, like, stab it? Yep. There we go. Yeah. We're going to want to make sure we take some anti-venom, but other than that, we should be okay. You know, provided we don't run into any more of them, which we will, naturally. We naturally deal with a few more of these nasty hunters, cazadores, which I think cazador is Portuguese for hunter. Anyway, we deal with a few more of those, and then we find the tomb that has Chance's knife, which is a fantastic knife. It attacks with such great speed. It's got a high crit multiplier, which is not super vital for my character, but it does just a huge amount of damage per second, and it's going to be a great blade to have for most of our, at least most of our early game. We get the chance to try out the knife on some geckos nearby, and oh lord, does this live up to its reputation. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. We then come across the NCR prison facility where those powder gangers came out of, and, well, we're not being shot, so I suppose we should go on in and say hello? Hello? Slowest gate ever.
Look at you. Walking in here like you're one of us. Don't you know this is powder ganger territory?
Shut your mouth. What is this place anyway?
This is, or was, the Big House. New California Republic Correctional Facility. Not much correcting went on here. Just slave labor. One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory.
Alright, well, so who's in charge of the prison now?
That'll be Eddie. You can usually find him sitting in the warden's old chair up in the main building.
So, can I go in?
Yeah, alright. Figure you could help us out the way you helped out Cobb's crew over in Good Springs.
So, what'd you do to end up here?
Me? I ran with the toughest gang in the Hub. You've heard of the Hub, right? It's, west of here, I think. Back in California.
You are so stupid. How could they put you in charge of a... So why are you guys sticking around if you guys are free?
Wasteland. There's water and power, and if we need grub, we just go out and steal it.
Okay, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, so we'll hop on inside and chat with folks who are here.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
Do you know anyone
Lick your
who
hat.
willingly walk into this place? Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story?
I love trouble. I mean, sorry, what did you do before you were incarcerated?
I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me.
I don't know if I like you.
I'm not quite sure the kind of
not
grief
like
NCR
you.
troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Figure it's better to stay put for now.
Okay, well, okay, tell me more
I
what
understand
happens
that
here.
Cook was behind it all. I kept my head down the whole time. Didn't want any part of it. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way they were. No sense in making myself look guilty, right?
Okay, so
some kind
who's
of
Cook?
anti-NCR rebel. Some people just don't like being pushed around and told what to do.
I like him. Anyway, where can I find
He went
Hook?
north with some of the other guys. Didn't say where. Didn't say why. All I know is he's got some kind of score to settle with the NCR.
Man, I can't wait to kill him. I mean, meet him. Meet him. Yes.
Right
So
now,
who's in
Eddie
charge
and his
now?
boys run the place. They've got the guns and the dynamite, so they call the shots.
All
Watch
right.
yourself
Well,
out there.
later, Mr. Black Hat. Alrighty. Well, let's go on back and say hello. We join around up here. We see some guys with sunglasses, and naturally, the man at the desk is probably the one in charge.
You're the one
Hi,
Tom
Eddie.
mentioned. Maybe you feel like helping us out around here.
Well, I guess.
Why
What'd
do
you end up
care?
doing to this place?
Answer, you shouldn't. I don't feel like trading life stories.
But how do I know if...
It was all Cook's idea.
That's a really
He
cool
and his
thing to
boys
say, but
managed to
no.
swipe some dynamite and hide it away in their cells. The rest of us just tagged along. Cook's crew headed north while the rest of us stuck around for payback.
Neato. So,
The
what can you tell me about the
NCR
prison?
called it a work-release prison. We lucky prisoners got the privilege of fixing up the rail lines and blasting rock for new lines. They got sloppy, though. Some of us managed to hide away some dynamite, and look who's in charge now.
Okay, so what do you know about
One
Cook?
mean son of a bitch. Really truly hates the NCR for some reason. And he got a lot of the other guys around to his way of thinking.
I mean, I don't like the
He and his
NCR
crew
too,
went
but that
north.
seems a lot of
I heard
work.
talk about some sort of big plan to get back at the NCR, but haven't seen them since.
Okay, so what do you need done?
This is powder ganger territory, my territory. Most of the guys around here understand that. One, Chavez doesn't. Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traitors on their own. Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him. That leaves you. What do you say?
So you're actively saying your guys are pathetic. Okay, so what do you want me to
Chavez
do
is
with
the
Chavez?
ringleader. Without him, his crew will fall apart, and I don't give a shit about those guys.
Cool.
Good.
I'll do it.
Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here. If you're lucky, and he's careless, he might still be there.
Okie dokie. Well, goodbye.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, shut your mouth. Okay. So, let's go ahead and just head on out. Let's head on out to confront Monsieur Chavez. So we go ahead and approach this group of individuals, and look
You
who
just
it
walked into
is.
the wrong camp, my friend. Hand over everything you've got and we might let you live.
Don't be a little shit. You're not my friend. Anyway, you're not gonna let you live.
That's nothing new. Am I supposed to be impressed?
I don't know. I got a really big knife. I mean, a really big
Get him.
knife.
Hey!
I mean, a really, really big knife.
Come on!
I mean, it's really big. Let's catch up with Eddie once
I've been
again.
thinking that since you've been good to us, we can be good to you. We've got plenty of spare powder and dynamite around. Say the word and we can give you some of it every couple days.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, Chavez has been dealt with.
I'm happy
so
to clear that up for me. But we've got another situation to worry about. There's a merchant hanging around near the prison. Something feels funny about him, and I want you to deal with him. Shake him down.
What kind of
if he's
funny we
legit.
talking about?
If not, take him out.
Because if he's Norm Macdonald funny, I'm not going to end up killing him.
Most people already know we run this territory and are usually in a hurry to get out. Not this guy.
That's a Norm
It's like
Macdonald
he
move
wants us
right
to
there.
Come get him.
That's right. That's a Norm Macdonald move
Yeah,
right there.
get out of here.
Face the problems head on. Don't relent. Don't stop towards nothing. Anyway,
Better
let's
be
chat with
careful around
Norm.
these parts. I hear there's powder gangers around and dangerous for merchants like me.
Ah, you look a little light for a merchant. No pack
Well, you
bomb?
see, I-
Pack Brahmin?
Fuck. I'm really a bounty hunter trying to catch some powder gangers. But they probably saw through me just like you did. I've been hanging around hoping to ambush some of them, but haven't had any success.
Well, you better leave. They're gonna shoot you.
Yeah, was a stupid idea anyway. See you around.
Should have asked if I
You
could
won't
take
see
the
me around
bounty.
here again.
Anyway, I'll go return to Eddie.
What?
I got rid of him.
Good. Had him figured for NCR. One of the Rangers, maybe. Anyway, speaking of the NCR, I need you to take a walk down to Prim. The NCR hasn't raised hell over our breakout, and I want to find out why. They're up to something. I can feel it.
Well, that's convenient. I need to go to Prim anyway.
I know the NCR has troops near Prim, so talk to the locals and find out if any of those troops are going to be coming our way.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and head over to Prim. We'll make it there, and ugh, God, they have that stupid flag, mutant bear on the flag. That's just stupid. Who's
Hey,
this
where the hell
Joe
do you
throwing
think you're
towards me?
going? Prim is off limits.
What? You go? It's off limits.
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more,
You guys
the two
planning on
tribes of
attacking?
Raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs.
Yeah.
We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them.
That's good to know, especially because I hate you all. I think you all are pathetic. Why
We
can't
don't
you
have the
protect them?
equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road.
Delicious.
Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
What if I don't mind getting shot? Well, I mean, my character. I wouldn't want to get shot.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business?
I don't know, you got any creatine?
Military operations are classified information. The brass is familiar with the situation at the NCRCF.
Okay, so what are you doing
We were
now?
sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing. The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. The convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit. Things are just going slow. Most people just call it NCRCF. That's NCR Correctional Facility. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup. Killed the guards that weren't able to escape. And I've been ransacking the area since then.
That's right, they sure have. I mean, do you have any
Not
info
much.
on them?
They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers. Mostly because they've taken to using the explosives meant to clear boulders as weapons. They got
And
organized
that you gave
faster
them.
than I would have thought. Most of them, at least. Thankfully, the small
Yeah,
group
that's
in
what
town
prisoners
here seem to
do.
have split off from the main force, so they aren't getting anything in the way of support.
It's stunning the way that
I
people
have some free
underestimate
time.
prisoners
Ask
when they get
away.
their minds to it. So what is the New
Where
California?
do you come from that you haven't heard of the NCR? Never mind, it
Space?
doesn't matter much. If you haven't heard of us, you must not be from the Legion. Put simply, the NCR is the greatest nation currently functioning. Sure can.
What can you tell
The
me?
NCR was founded from the survivors of one of the Great Vaults. We started as a small settlement called Shady Sands. We now consist of 5 states that make up the greatest nation since the Great War.
Uh-huh. Okay. So what is the Legion?
Caesar's Legion. A bunch of degenerate slavers led by a madman who calls himself Caesar. Every one of them is a barbarian to the last. I've even heard one of their leaders, the Legate or something, goes around with a human skull on his head. Savages to the last.
Ooh. Sounds spicy. So
It's
why
no
are you guys
secret.
interested?
Our interest here is twofold. First, we want to remain in control of Hoover Dam. It supplies the Republic with power and is a source of fresh water. Second, we want to prevent the Legion from advancing across the Colorado River and endangering the home states.
Okay, well, neat. Thanks for giving me that perspective of the NCR and the
Goodbye.
Legion. Thank you, Creatine.
I'm
All right.
Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. If you want to talk about something, speak to Lieutenant Hayes.
Okay, sir. Can you tell me about the attack on the
I have
prison
no
ward?
idea. I just go and do what they tell me.
You are brainless and useless. Where
I'm
are
from
you
the
from?
hub originally, but it's been a long time since I saw it. I'm on my second tour here. Most non-commissioned officers are.
Okay, goodbye.
Sir.
Okay, so with that, it's probably a good idea for us to make our way over to Prim and to actually see what the heckaroonie is going on. Because this place looks abandoned. We step inside the sheriff's house. Ooh. We heard a sound. What that's Oh! Well, dead bodies. Ah, look! More dead bodies. Except they're walking first. Ah, you morons. Don't you understand what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying... Actually, I don't know what I'm doing here. Except for getting personal information and, you know, more information for the powder gangers. Useless. Oh.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... Ah, screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you
It's in
straight.
mine.
I've been following you for a good bit now.
Actually, I don't know if my character has lied.
It
I
started
think for
off
all the
innocently
evil that
enough.
he's done...
I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
So, what is so special about these caps?
There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Okay, so... I just drink lots of sunset
No
sarsaparilla.
one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
Okay, well... Where can I find more of these caps?
All over the place.
Just drink more soda?
The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow, new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
Cool, so who the heck is Festus?
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll
So
make
he's
him
a
pretty
ghoul.
damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
Okay, so do you collect these caps too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out
thank
there
you.
so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
Cool. Well, thank you for the info, but I'm gonna be leaving
No problem.
now.
If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
You don't really know, but you know the wasteland's really dangerous. Like, I've killed, like, 50 people so far, right? You know that, right? Who's this Joe? One of my coworkers? Now I go back to work. Okay, so now we'll actually go inside. Who do we find?
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Boss? Boss, is that you? You look like crap.
I might know something, but my memory ain't what it used to be. Sometimes it needs motivating.
Bribe.
Well, I swore not to say a word, but an NCR deserter passed through some days ago and traded for supplies. According to him, the NCR has decided enough's enough. and's going to send in a mess of troops to take back the prison any day now.
For 100 caps, you learn the truth. Anyway, so who are you, boss?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
That's where I remember you, but, you know, I'm a courier with the Mojave Express.
Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
So I lost
I'll
a
tell you
package I
whatever
was
I
supposed to
can.
deliver.
You have a delivery order you can show me?
Here you go.
Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages.
Yep.
That job had Strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps.
So, listen, some men stole my package. So what was strange
That
about it?
cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in.
So the other dude canceled?
Yeah, got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said sure as lack of rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out.
Okay, so again, do you know where this dude went?
No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Enough for me to say.
Okay, so back to the package. Men stole my package, man in a checkered suit, and some cons. Did they pass
now
this
that
way?
You mentioned it a few nights back. One of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip.
Okay, so one of those guys shot me, and I
Well,
need
for
to
that,
put my
your
knife
best
into
bet
him.
is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have
Just
heard
my
where
friend.
they were going.
Can't you tell me where?
I guess I don't have anywhere better to be.
I mean, like, you could be a little more useful. Anyway, I need to get a little more information about this delivery.
Well, yes and no. My shop's got plenty of stock. Problem is, I ain't going into my shop until I know it's good and safe.
Okay, we'll handle the shop later. First things first, we need to
Sure, I'll tell you
check
what I
on
know.
the delivery. You mentioned a robot. What sort of robot are they talking about?
Nope, different fella, bigger. Had himself a face on a screen, and he talked more like
face
you
on
or
a
me.
Uh-huh. Face on a screen, huh?
Don't go getting yourself shot.
Again. Yeah, I'll try not to. Well, that's why you carry out the knife. Let's go clean up the town, shall we? So we take a bit of time, scout around the area, ride on the roller coaster a couple of times, and we take our knife and we put it into people who don't have knives in them currently. Or, you know, lob off limbs, that too.
Got you now.
Surprise.
Anybody there?
I am.
Had enough?
You had you had enough. Okay, well, I didn't. Oh, is that another? Ow! Stop shooting me. It's annoying.
You like that?
No, I do not like that. It makes me angry and upset. And when I get upset, bad things happen, like knives going into people. Oh, escaped convict leader. Neat. Neat. Ah, thank you, gentlemen. You all just made me feel happy. Oh, running. I love it when they run. Cavalry. Yes. Glorious. Ah, must be
I
people.
don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
You must be Deputy Beagle. It's good to meet you.
Why, yes I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free.
I'm looking for a man with a checkered suit.
Indeed I do, good sir. And I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from captivity.
I'll set you free now.
Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here.
You try to run away instead of fighting at my side, I'll kill you myself.
Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way.
Thanks. Alright. So, we make our way outside, and...
Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we? Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still
I hope you
no
get
law
fired.
in Prim. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage?
Wait. Aren't you sheriff? You should be the sheriff now.
Oh, no.
Deputy
I'm
becomes
just
sheriff.
a deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command.
Neato. Well, listen. What are the qualifications to finding you a
It
sheriff?
should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already.
So there's three options. 1, get Myers. 2, get the robot.
That's just
3, get
marvelous.
NCR
I'll
to
start
take
thinking
over
up questions
and
for
annex
the
the
interview.
town.
The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You
Mm-hmm.
also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
You know,
Good luck
I would
finding a
love
suitable candidate for our
to
next sheriff.
cause more harm and mayhem to this town through martial law, but let's get some information first.
Yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd
That's
be heading
me.
through Nipton to Novak to meet a contact there.
Alright, Nipton to Novak. That's going to be our next main path of our road, but first, we got to complete the rest of our quests. Let's chat with
What?
Eddie. Yeah, the NCR are planning on the raid.
Sounds like they're already here. There's no way I'm letting them take me alive. There's no reason for you to stick around and help us, but feel free to kill a few of the bastards on your way out.
Hello.
Thanks, I guess. So, we make our way out. We get a level up. So that's kind of nice. So with the level up, what we're going to focus on, increasing melee weapons every single round. And the big thing, we're going to increase other skills too. The big thing I also want to just boost up as high as humanly possible is luck. I really want to just have a very easy time getting, you know, gambling and being able to do gambling and avoiding explosions. Yeah, we're gonna run. Yeah. Hey, Myers.
Sounds like the NCR is finally getting off their ass.
Yeah, hey, you want to come
Assuming an
become
NCR
sheriff?
pardon comes with the job, and it better. I also need to be... Due process has its place. But sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up right back in prison.
Okay, you know what? Fine, fine. Take the law in your own hands.
All right,
Just
then.
do it.
Guess I'll just make a quiet...
Watch out!
Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna skedaddle. So we'll get out of here, go over to someplace else besides here. Probably to that fort down south, and talk with the NCR folks to see if we can get our pardon. Make our way down south, go up a really, really, really big hill, watch two stupid-looking statues shake hands. The worst-looking statues ever. And we go to chat with Major
Caravan,
Knight.
citizen, pilgrim, or...
Courier.
Just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course.
Okay, paperwork, 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 paperwork. So listen, I want to talk to you about Prim. Prim?
Prim?
I don't want you in Prim.
Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with?
One of the convicts from the NCRCF wants a pardon so he can protect Prim.
They've been nothing but trouble for us. Why would we want one of them anywhere in an official capacity?
God, he's not a powder ganger. Anyway, can I bribe you? I'm just gonna bribe you.
Well,
I'm gonna give you
having
money.
A sheriff who was a
You
convict
give
is
me.
better than no sheriff at all. And if he has the qualifications, all right, hand it over.
I didn't say he was qualified. I'm just saying that he has, you know, something he can do. Anyway, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to be here anymore.
Goodbye.
I don't want to do this. Stupid NCR. I don't want any of your business. We'll go back to Prim and talk to Hayes.
Thanks for
Myers.
giving me that pardon.
You're Myers.
Me and the boys will take good care of Prim. Don't you worry.
Wait,
Watch
you and the
yourself out
boys? Which boys are you talking about? Oh, okay. Well, let's go chat with everybody here. All right, Beagle.
Well, if it isn't the lawbringer.
Okay, what's your problem now?
My problem is that I'm no longer a deputy. I'm just a beagle now. Apparently 2.5 months of law enforcement experience doesn't count for anything. The new regime is just that. All new. He's a good sheriff, but a hard man. He doesn't abide by anyone slinking by the rules. I guess there won't be any trouble, but the man's law is hard.
Oh, well, at least it's not martial law. Can't go wrong with that. Steal a combat knife, repair the combat knife, steal a bunch of other stuff. Get out of this stupid place. So we go back down south to our next route, and we have one last opportunity to try out our knife against some particularly large bugs. And then we have a chance to level up. We're going to add more points into melee weapons along with some other small stats, and of course put another point into luck to make ourselves the luckiest boy around. Alright, so we're gonna wrap up for the day. If you like what I do, leave the video a like, comment, and subscribe. And from there, we will go over to Nipton and Novak. Until next time, take care and good luck. We're all counting on you.